teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Guys?
Holly, thank you. The Ducks ready to kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone. It's Young. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Right down the middle. And wings it incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Quick completion on the out. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. The give is to Williams. There's a crease. A huge pickup, knocked out of bounds at the 30, but they are in business.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Running inside. It's Mosley. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. It's complete to the left. Breaks attack, headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive, and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk. And strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll go play action with Moore. Here's the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
And the Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Moore. Under fire. Time to take a shot. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The run inside. It's Williams. They get him on the ground. But boy, they took the business end of that run as he picked up 8.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Here's Carr to throw. Unloads to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. He's not quite going to get there. They'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short.
Hey, he looks short on that play, and the quarterback sneak is such an easy play, and you trust it because the quarterback gets the ball right away, but that defensive line was having none of it. Failed 4th down. Big-time stop for this defense.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dante Moore. Oh, they're after him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And that now, this guy's 2nd sack of the game. We were talking to him leading up into this one. He said, you know, nobody respects my speed and nobody respects my athleticism. I don't think anybody thinks we can stop this guy, but I'm going to prove everyone wrong. And he has shown up today ready to wreck this game. He is having an outstanding day right now on defense.
He wants to change this route. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Under fire. He sacked. This defense all over him.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
He'll look it in inside his 40. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Porter. Caught, and he's got room. Inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 19 on the big run.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Send the tight end in motion. Maybe some room here. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
Yeah, and that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the ground, it's Hill. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, one thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a couple of true freshmen a season ago in Davison and Hill Jr., who were absolutely outstanding. And you expect this season, David, in the running game, those two guys are going to be the focal point for the Ducks.
They'll be the focal point, but it's just like you saw a year ago, man. Like, they are a committee, and they run hard. They run as angry as anybody in the country. Obviously, having more come back at the trigger opens it up. Price transfers in, so it's going to be another year of stable running backs for Oregon. A lot of ground and pound and a lot of physicality.
So after that false start, now dealing with 2nd and 15. Throwing more. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
3rd down coming after the incompletion. Wants to adjust the pattern. Run the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. That one comes out hot down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
The Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Using his legs, it's Mobley. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
So now it's 2nd and long. Throwing, Carr. Rushes on him. Had to throw it before he wanted.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Running inside, it's Mobley. He's able to get it out to the 25, but needed a little bit more to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. This should be the last play of the quarter. Here's more to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played one quarter. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Moore. Push down for the tackle.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point in the game.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line. That was just an open alley for that back. I don't think he was touched once before the tackle.
So he wouldn't even been down in two-hand touch?
No. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Play action, C.J. Carr. Here comes the heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Here's the pressure. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up. just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
The power of Otts Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. The run inside. It's Mobley. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And that is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.
Oh, and that ball just inches away from being in every highlight around the country. That was an absolute bomb. Just couldn't quite get it far enough.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Dante Moore makes the grab. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The Ducks will hustle to the line. Quarterback may change this route. Moore will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Powers through the defender. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up fourth down as this defense makes a play.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill, and I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going, and as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
His punt is blocked. Now they'll take it the other way. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And they did a really nice job on that punt block. They haven't showed that this year yet, so they overloaded to one side. They used their speed to get the block, and then how about scooping and scoring and taking it to the crib?
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. As if it weren't a big enough play just to block the punt. They scooped it up, put it in the house, and man, oh man, did they give their team some energy. And here's the return. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead.
He's got it down the right side. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Oregon. Once he got a step, it was all over.
Both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Young. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Play action, Carr. Complete. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
From the gun on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Irish send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Is on its way. He'll return it from the 50. Oh, what a caught! They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Throwing more. Gets it out quickly. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll move the tight end. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They'll rush rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Here's Moore to throw. He's going for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Pressure coming. He's going to breaks into the open. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things go off script. And you saw it on that one. First down, they dial up the pass play. You're not able to get him on the ground, and now they've gotten another first down.
Running inside, it's Williams. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to pass, it's Carr. Complete. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Fires to the middle. A spectacular one-hand grab. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Nothing you can do about that on defense. That's just an outstanding one-handed grab by the tight end.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The run inside. It's Williams. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. All the way back to the 15. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with Colorado taking on the number 8 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's the Buffs looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football. Payday could be on the horizon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain, so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. I mean, they cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. In the gun on third down, Moore. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, you get the incompletion there on third down. You've still got a half of football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down 1 possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't, then you've got to stay out there and you've got to go for this, and you've got to dial up your best play to stay on the field.
The field ready to go to work. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Carr on play action. Here's a heat. And they got it.
And everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, went after the quarterback, got him on the ground.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Now here's Carr. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
What in a situation like that where it's 3rd and long, there's not a lot of plays to get that thing completed and keep the drive moving. So you're just trying to buy yourself some real estate and help your punter.
The kick is on its way. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Running inside, it's Hill. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Ducks want to crank the tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Wide open downfield. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Ducks peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. The offense changing the play. Moore throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And it looked like for a second, man, he was going to take that all the way. He was going to score, broke some tackles, made the play, down inside the 5. He finally gets wrapped up. Now this offense set up with a 1st and goal situation.
They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. From the red zone, it's Davison. And he's in! Touchdown, Ducks!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's Young. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here come the Irish back on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Here's Carr to throw. The quick out. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man on the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the 2nd level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They're in the gun, third down. Here's Carr. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Could be an alley. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Throwing, Carr. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Carr above the noise. Under fire. Unleashes one. It's picked off, and that's number 10. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The run inside. It's Davison. There he goes. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Motion from the wideout. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Dante Moore Got it. And they're able to get him on the ground.
And that's the beauty of playing zone coverage, man. Everybody has vision on the quarterback. So when he drops to throw and that ball comes out, you should break. As soon as his hand separates from the football, he does, sees the running back in the flat, runs up, and makes sure he gets no yards after that catch.
Moore to the air. Makes the grab. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he makes the catch. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He might want another play. Throwing more. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. Finds a man in the middle. He's down right there, but he has plenty to pick up the 1st down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Here's Moore to throw. Oh, they're after him. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
And the try is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
That kicker needed to club up. Unfortunately, the ball hits the crossbar.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. And after that missed field goal, can these guys take advantage and go down and break this tie? Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Play fake. Carr. Going for it all. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary up a bit.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Now here's Carr. Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
After that incompletion here, tied in the fourth quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock? Or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
The Irish send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. A low line drive and short kick.
Returner runs out of bounds.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Moore. Zings it complete to the right. Hard running there. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Moore will throw. Using his legs to buy some time. Flips it out to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
This defense is so well coached. Everybody understanding their assignments, especially in coverage. There was a guy designed to take the running back out of the flat, and he was able to get him down right away.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Dante Moore wants to throw again. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he's got it inside the 35. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Quarterback making adjustments. Dante Moore unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Oregon! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Carr under fire, and he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Carr. He's taking a deep shot. Intercepted for the 11th time. Taking it the other way. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the 4th quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
And the Ducks will try to run off the clock in the final minute. Throwing more. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long.
Here we go. Ready.
Quarterback making checks. Running inside. It's Davison. He came flying up from his free safety position and stopped him well short. In fact, he'll be about 3 yards behind the marker, and it's 4th down. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world.
it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. This offensive coordinator is going to have to be creative. Time is winding down, and the offense has to move quickly. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. I know you want to take what the defense gives you, but at this point you have to push the ball. And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the fourth quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
He's got him. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. Still firing away as he'll go down swinging. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.